Stop pitching like a contractor. Start leading like a storyteller. Don't sell patios, sell peace. Because when you help your clients feel what life would look like after the build, the number becomes secondary. Welcome to the Sales Made Simple podcast. This podcast is dedicated to helping overwhelmed outdoor living professionals, landscapers, and hardscapers just like you increase your closing rate to over 75% without doubling your workload so you can build a seven-figure business that doesn't need you. I'm your host, Joshua Gillow. Let's dig in. Today's message is simple, but powerful. People don't buy patios. They buy peace. They buy joy. They buy connection. They buy identity. And if you've been pitching pavers and low pricing and wondering why your closing rate is stuck, this episode is going to hit a little different. So let's dive in. Here's the deal. No one lies awake at night thinking about base compaction or edge restraints. They're not dreaming about Teco block or Belgard or polymeric sand. They're dreaming about freedom, a space to host, relax, recharge. They want to feel proud when friends pull in the driveway. They want to hear, wow, when people walk through the gate. They want that quiet moment with a glass of wine under the pavilion, feeling like they've made it. That's the product, not the paver, not the pergola, not the square footage. It's the feeling those things unlock. When you sell features, you become a commodity. When you sell outcomes, you become a guide to a transformation. Let's talk about the brain. Features speak to the logical, but emotion is what moves people to say yes. This is backed by neuroscience. Antonio Damasio studies show that people with damaged emotional centers literally couldn't make decisions, even though they could think logically. Translation? Emotion drives decisions. Logic justifies them later. So if your sales pitch sounds like a materials list, you're skipping the part of the brain that actually says, yes. Here's how to fix it. Shift from what we build to what life looks and feels like after we build it. Start asking questions like, what will this new space allow you to do that you can't do right now? What's the real reason you're doing this project? And what would make this space feel like a win every time you walk outside? Then listen closely. When they say, we want to host family dinners on Sunday. We want a place to unwind after work. We want the grandkids to grow up here. That's your pitch. You're not selling stone. You're selling legacy, belonging, peace of mind. So when it comes time to say your price, you're not saying this patio is $48,000. You're saying this investment creates the lifestyle you just described. Big difference, right? Can you feel that? Let me share a quick story. A contractor I worked with, let's call him Carlos, kept losing high-end projects. He was excellent at design, clean job sites, solid pricing, awesome company. But the feedback he kept getting was, we love the other guy's presentation better. Hurts, right? So we listened to his sales call recordings. Yes, listeners, he actually did send in some sales calls. You know what he talked about? Material upgrades, drainage, base depth, all good info, but zero emotion. The other contractor, he painted a vision. He said things like, this is where your daughter will dance barefoot under the lights during her graduation party. Carlos made one tweak. He stopped listening and started listening and started describing the after. Next three quotes, close them all. All premium, all happy clients. Here's the challenge. Stop pitching like a contractor. Start leading like a storyteller. Don't sell patios, sell peace. Because when you help your clients feel what life would look like after the build, the number becomes secondary. They no longer compare notes. They no longer compare quotes. They're choosing you because you see them. And when they feel seen, they trust you to lead. So you want to close bigger projects? You want higher margins? You want to feel proud of the work you're doing and the prices you're charging? Then stop selling stuff. Start selling stories. Start selling outcomes. That's how pros close. That's how you become unforgettable. So let's go.